Alright, it is January the 20th, 2021. This is just going to be a little bit of a video about really a mindset update, changes I'm going to be making, things I'm going to be considering to better improve my chances of success, increase my overall odds of trading profitably. There have been some things that I have really caught myself doing that I'm going to actually start working on, and one of the things that I'm going to be doing now is that number one, stop caring about being right or wrong. You look at all of the best traders, right? I've said this before, all the best traders are up, 50, 60, 70%, in terms of profitability, but you have to take into consideration just because they're 70% profitable on a certain trade doesn't mean that they made a lot or it was a good trade. Sometimes it is a scratch, but they were still able to close their positions higher or lower depending on whatever the setup was than they were in initially. So that only means that you're going to have a lot of scratches, a lot of red scratches, more green scratches ideally than red scratches. But when a trade really goes your way and you really nail in on it, you do it pretty well. The setup worked very well. That's the type of setup that pays a lot of money. So I need to stop caring so much before I get in a trade or consider trading something, whether I am going to be profitable or not. I just need to trade what I have seen to be consistently good setups. And I also need to stop taking things so personally. I haven't, I'm going to put that for number two. Well, I guess it's the same thing. Stop taking things so personally. I'll make it something different. Stop taking things so personally. If I'm right on the trade and I make something, or maybe I didn't trade it well, or I traded it horribly, I can't take it so personally. All I can do is look back at the trade and learn from the trade and continue an uptrend, continue working towards a breakout in terms of how my trade and my profitability. I can't take things so seriously. I shouldn't have let a stock that maybe I didn't trade well or a trade that I missed piss me off so much. All I can do is learn from it. Very nice with OBLN. Kind of crazy to see that I actually held this stock for like 30 seconds, right? At $2.77 I sold, and it went as high as 1060, 1070 something. That is very impressive. And another thing, well, first let me just go back. Where was it that I wanted to buy? It was back here. I think it was back here, yep. One thing I didn't look at till now is that it was, it could have been something, and I thought about it. It could have been something I could have bought. I'm going to put it right here as a number three. Think of the long term. Now this stock having a low float, for example, didn't last too long, but the issue is that I've been, at least in the last few trades, in and out very, very quickly. I forget the long-term setup, how it could run over a long period of time. I need to get better at holding longer. So one thing I could start doing if I have issues about that is trade smaller. I need to be getting trades, in and out of trades, and from an under trader to a trader, not an over trader. I need to start taking things more intuitive in terms of what I can do over time. Not saying I would have held towards 10, that's stupid, but like immediately, how can I put this? I don't want to buy a stock, right, and think about the next 5 minutes. I want to be thinking about the next 10, 20, 30 minutes. I need to think a little bit of a longer term. So that's definitely something I'm going to do. Number five, keep an eye on the volume and flow rotation. Look at the amount of shares that's traded. 444 million shares. Extremely choppy. I did see this, right here, this little fake out head and shoulders. I knew it was going to be a fake out head and shoulders, but you know, if a stock is trading so many more times its floats, I should probably not consider trading it or be more cautious. I've never considered a stock to be too liquid until today. Just something to take into consideration. But really, these 5 things: stop caring about being right or wrong, because that affects under trading. Stop taking things so personally. Think of the long term. Trade smaller, especially, you know, if I do feel like I'm under trading. And keep an eye on the volume and float rotation. I think this can guide me pretty well. You know, it's just a lot of learning. And I guess for a number 6, although I am already working on it, look at OTCs too. Yeah, so this is just a mindset update for now. I'm really trying to tackle my whole thing of being a cynical person. I'm too picky. I don't trade because, you know, I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to lose, so I just don't trade it, and then it would have worked out and I get salty. Or the fact that, you know, I'm too worried about being right or wrong, don't want to mess with OTCs. I gotta really, you know, consider these thoughts. So this is really just a mindset update. I'm gonna keep going at it. I study every day. I'm gonna, you know, just keep going at it, but seriously, just gonna really focus on myself and tackling my under trading issues and being a little bit too cynical. That's all I got for this update right here. I hope I can come back and see that I've improved since. It's not going to be too hard in theory, but it is going to take time probably to make these little adjustments, and that's all I can do is just to keep going at it. That's all I got for this recap video. I recommend you guys to make your own recap videos to keep track of yourself. You know, look at yourself from a third-person view and learn as much as you can. Again, that's all I got. Have a good one.